Can you open the Chamber of Secrets in Hogwarts Legacy? As of now, it seems the Chamber of Secrets remains hidden from us in the magical world of Hogwarts Legacy. But fear not, for whispers of its existence can still be heard in the corridors. In fact, the elusive chamber is even referenced in one of Sebastion's thrilling quests, leaving us with a tantalizing taste of the dark and mysterious secrets that lie hidden within. The Chamber of Secrets was created under the dungeons of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry during medieval times by Salazar Slytherin. He disagreed with the other Hogwarts founders on the merits of blood purity. Before leaving the school, Slytherin built this chamber with the hope of purging the school of those he considered unworthy to study magic. According to legend, the Chamber of Secrets was home to an ancient basilisk. The chamber was flanked with towering pillars that were entwined with carved wood, and the Statue of Slytherin was at the far end. The basilisk resided within the mouth of Slytherin's statue, which possibly symbolized Slytherin's ability to speak Parseltongue. Sometime before 1992, the chamber flooded. During the establishment of Hogwarts in the first millennium AD, Salazar Slytherin coexisted peacefully with the three other founders initially, but as time passed, he became increasingly adamant about his disapproval of the acceptance of Muggle-borns at Hogwarts. Disagreeing with the other Hogwarts founders about the matter, Slytherin left the school. According to legend, before he left, Slytherin created a secret chamber deep underground in Hogwarts Castle, known as the Chamber of Secrets. That chamber was home to a monster, a basilisk, that was allegedly supposed to purge the school of all Muggle-borns. Only the heir of Slytherin could open the Chamber of Secrets, through the use of Parseltongue. Over the centuries after Slytherin's death, many headmasters conducted searches of the school to find the chamber. None, however, were successful, and the chamber was dismissed as a mere legend by many. Until it was opened years later. Openings. There was clear evidence that the chamber had been opened more than once between its creation and the 20th century. When it was first created, the chamber was accessed through a concealed trapdoor and a series of magical tunnels. However, when Hogwarts plumbing became more elaborate in the 18th century, the entrance to the chamber was threatened, and was located on the site of a proposed bathroom. The presence in school at the time of a student called Corvinus Gaunt, who was a direct descendant of Slytherin, explained how the simple trapdoor was secretly protected, so that those who knew how could still access the entrance to the chamber even after the newfangled plumbing had been placed on top of it. The chamber was opened during the 1942 to 1943 school year by a 16-year-old teenager by the name of Tom Riddle, later known as Lord Voldemort. Through Mary P. Gaunt, his mother and a witch, Riddle was the last remaining direct descendant of Slytherin, and he desired to see Muggle-borns driven from Hogwarts. In his 5th year, Riddle located the secret entrance to the Chamber of Secrets during his research on his heritage and was able to control the basilisk as he was the heir of Slytherin. Riddle turned the basilisk loose on the school, and many students were petrified as a result of the basilisk stare. The last victim was a student named Myrtle Warren, also known as Moaning Myrtle, who was killed in the girls' bathroom. Hogwarts was due to be closed, which upset Riddle, who did not want to return to the Muggle orphanage in which he was raised. He framed fellow student Rubeus Hagrid on June 13, 1943, who had concealed a pet acromantula named Aragog. Riddle convinced the headmaster at the time, Armando Dippet, that Aragog was the monster that had terrorized the school. Hagrid was wrongfully expelled, and Riddle received an engraved trophy for special services to the school. Albus Dumbledore, then Transfiguration professor, distrusted Riddle and kept a close watch on him after that. As it was no longer safe to open the Chamber of Secrets, Riddle, not wanting his research to be for naught, created a diary in which to preserve his 16-year-old self and hoped it would one day lead someone to finish Salazar Slytherin's noble quest. The diary was also made a Horcrux, an object that holds the user immortal, with the murder of Myrtle. This was one of Tom Riddle's first actions towards becoming the feared Lord Voldemort. At some point between the death of Myrtle and the 1992 to 1993 school year, the chamber flooded under unknown circumstances. The chamber was reopened in 1992 when the bewitched diary of Tom Riddle manipulated and controlled first-year Ginny Weasley, a Gryffindor first-year who had got hold of the diary through Lucius Malfoy, who slipped it in her cauldron when he viewed her other spellbooks at Flourish and Blots, to fall under its influence. Ginny was compelled to vandalize the school by painting terrifying messages on the corridor walls outside Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. The first message read, "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware." Opening the Chamber of Secrets let the Basilisk come out and made people look at it in different ways, all indirectly, with the exception for Nick, which petrified many students, including Colin Creevey, Justin Finch-Fletchley, Penelope Clearwater, and Hermione Granger, as well as the ghost of nearly headless Nick and Argus Filch's cat, Mrs. Norris. They were later restored to their proper states through the use of Mandrake Restorative Draft. Fortunately, that time, no one was killed. On May 29, 1993, Ginny was taken down to the chamber to die, while Riddle intended to feed off her life force in order to become fully alive again. Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and then Defense Against the Dark Arts Professor Gilderoy Lockhart went to the chamber to rescue Ginny, as a message had been left that she was held prisoner there. Her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. Once in the chamber, Harry met with the memory of Tom Riddle, which was preserved in the diary. A near-dead Ginny lay nearby, whose life force was slowly being drained. As Ginny grew weaker, Riddle grew stronger. Riddle then revealed that he was, in fact, Lord Voldemort, rearranging the letters of his name from Tom Marvolo Riddle to I am Lord Voldemort, and then summoned the Basilisk. Harry, after he knew that eye contact with the Basilisk would be fatal, ran from it. He was helped by the timely arrival of Fawkes, Dumbledore's phoenix. Fawkes swooped into the chamber and clawed the Basilisk's eyes out, rendering it fully blind and no longer able to kill with its lethal stare. Then Basilisk then chased Harry through the pipes located throughout the chamber. The Basilisk was relying on its sense of smell. Able to look freely, Harry battled the Basilisk with Godric Gryffindor's sword, which materialized out of the sorting hat, which Fawkes had brought down to the chamber. As Harry impaled the Basilisk, a fong stabbed into his arm in the process. Near death, Harry used the fong to stab the diary, which spurted out black blood like ink, and the memory of Riddle preserved in it was destroyed. That action also effectively destroyed the fragment of Voldemort's soul within it, as basilisk venom was one of the substances that were capable of destroying Horcruxes. After the fight with the Basilisk, Fawkes's tears healed Harry's wound, and he, Ginny, Lockhart, and Ron were carried by Fawkes out of the chamber. Harry then brought the diary to Dumbledore. This became proof to Dumbledore that Lord Voldemort was using Horcruxes in order to achieve immortality. On May 2, 1998, during the Battle of Hogwarts, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger went back to the Chamber of Secrets to retrieve more basilisk fangs, since they needed basilisk venom to destroy Voldemort's Horcruxes, as they did not have the Sword of Gryffindor at the time. Ron was able to open the chamber by mimicking Parseltongue. Once inside, Hermione stabbed Hufflepuff's cup with a basilisk fong that was taken from the dead basilisk skeleton, which destroyed the Horcrux. 2009 to 2010 opening. For Hogwarts students, Robin Thistlethwaite, Lottie Turner, Kevin Farrell and their friend came down to the Chamber of Secrets during the 2009 to 2010 school year to look for Basil Aurelius III's portrait. They found him beside the bones of the Serpent of Slytherin and also encountered a dark wizard, likely Bly, who animated one of the snake statues to attack them. The dark wizard fled after the fight, and the students followed him out of the chamber, bringing the portrait with them.